Hello, welcome to Phoenix for the United States Grand Prix of 1990, round number 1, and we are going to use the real grids and see how, for the whole season, and see how the game interprets those. Let's see what Gerhardberger can do from pole position. Berger alongside a Minardi. That's not something you see every day. How are they going to get away? There we go. Let's look. And Berger away well. Martini also away well, and looking like he might be having the challenge for the lead here. But he will be on the outside when they get into turn 1. So, yeah, there goes Berger, Martini, behind him into Chesuis. The two unexpected and second and third places are away well. Senna is already up in the fourth, so he's already dealt with jeanalesi. So well done, Ayrton. I think Senna has disappeared. Yeah, I think Senna is out. He's had a problem. Piquet now is looking to get that route back into 5th place, and Nelsonpiquet going around the outside of Bernard as he aims to get back into 5th and takes it. So Bernard drops back to 6th. He's now got to fend off thierryboutsen in the Williams, and Prost is ahead of Chesuis. We said there wasn't that much happening in the front, but suddenly when nobody's watching, Prost pounces, and he's now got a clear attack at Gerhardberger in the lead. There we see that the Liga of Larini, he's now up in the 7th, so he's not doing too badly. But Gerhardberger's name is in 13th, so what's happened is Berger out of the race. I think he might be. We're looking back. We can't see him. Chesuis has lost his front wing as well. So what on earth is going on in this race? Absolute craziness. So much going on in this race, most of it off camera, but we can still see the results. And the results of it are that alainprost is leading, and I'm honestly not too sure who's in 2nd place now. It's absolutely crazy, is it? Olivier Griard? I think he's the guy who stands to benefit from it. Nelsonpiquet would be up into 3rd now, I think. But the professor from 7th on the grid has worked his way through into the leading position, as he so often does. And Nelsonpiquet has found his way past Olivier Griard. Then you've got Bernard up in the 4th. Or is it Bernard? Yeah, I don't know. It's so. This race is so hard to keep up with. I think Bernard. Oh, Bernard was in 4th, but you can hear that they're saying there's smoke coming from his engine, so Bernard is now going to be out. I mean, what a crazy race. And there's still some minnows who are doing very well, just like in qualifying. But alainprost is going to come through to win the Grand Prix. So alainprost is the winner of an absolutely crazy season opening race in Phoenix. Welcome to Interlagos. We are here for the Brazilian Grand Prix of 1990, the 2nd round of the World Championship. Alainprost with a clear victory in Phoenix. Nelsonpiquet coming home 2nd. And nothing for McLaren. They looked pretty quick, but at the end of the day, 2 retirements, not great. Well, they've got a chance to redeem that today. Ayrton Senna on pole, and from Gerhardberger. Senna hoping for a first home victory of his career. So here we go. Let's have a look. We're going to go to the race. We're going to see if McLaren can hold on, if their reliability will work for them this time. It didn't in Phoenix, but they need reliability here. Senna on pole, Berger in 2nd, and away they go. And the Williams behind there having a look, as are the Ferraris. They're all trying to shape up and get a move on. And Berger having a look down the inside of it. And Senna, is he going to make it? I think he is. He's got his nose ahead, Berger. Is he going to take it, or is Senna going to take it? And Prost is up in the 4th. Nigelmansell has dropped down into 7th place, so not a good start at all for Nigelmansell. Berger has the lead. Senna is in 2nd, so Berger has the lead already. Berger is his new teammate, because Berger did take pole and lead the race. Well, here comes Senna now. Senna looking to apply a little bit of manners on his teammate, and through he goes. That was pretty simple, really. Now, what will happen now? Will Ayrton Senna simply pull away? Will Gerhardberger keep him in view? That is like 7 cars nose to tail. It just depends how it flows at the time, really. Well, Senna, Berger is already having a look. He's going to try and get back through here. This seems to be the favourite overtaking place, and Gerhardberger has done exactly what Ayrton Senna's done, and he is back into the lead. Senna is preparing to move. Same place again. Ayrton Senna comes through. This for the victory potentially, and Senna is through and into the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Now, surely Ayrton Senna now will pull away to the victory, because there's only one little bend of the track left, and Ayrton Senna will be able to get a legendary, or even more legendary status in Brazil than he's already got. Here comes Senna across the line, and he wins the Grand Prix. Absolutely fantastic from Ayrton Senna. Welcome to this San Marino Grand Prix today. We're at a moment in time where the championship is very finely poised. You've got Prost 3 points ahead of Ayrton Senna. You've got Nelsonpiquet and Berger just 3 further points back after the 2 races. There's still a lot to develop this season, of course. We're seeing Berger still being able to get up there on the front row alongside Ayrton Senna, but he hasn't had a win yet. He will hope to change that today. Senna is the pole man, but gerhardberger is on the front row. Senna looking down the track. He'll be hoping for a result. You can see more of the field from Berger's angle there, but Senna will be watching because he is the pole setter. He is the guy who will try to get the championship lead from his great rival alainprost today. And Senna goes for it down into turn 1. Berger away well as well. And we've seen both Boutsen has dropped back. I think Boutsen is going to be out. Boutsen's got an issue, so that's already one of the top 6 out of the race. We've got Mansell has found his way past Patrese and up into 3rd place. So Mansell in the podium place at the moment. Prost makes his way in the 5th, but he's got to get past that Williams. Berger having a look at Senna. Is Berger going to get through? Yes, he does. So gerhardberger leads the race. Great move from Berger into the lead, and Senna is already focusing on defence from Mansell. So maybe Senna's got a slight glitch in the McLaren there because he is not looking like he wants to attack Berger back at all. He's really cautious about defending from that Ferrari, and Piquet has got ahead of Prost. So Prost has made little mistakes somewhere. Nelsonpiquet up in the 5th, so he's having a nice tidy race from 8th on the grid. So there's Mansell still applying pressure to Senna. This is by far Nigel Mansell's best race of the season so far. The McLaren's looking another class, at least Berger. I'm wondering if McLaren have decided to ensure the winner. Look, there's a blow up from, that's the Williams of Patrese. I think, well, he's not out yet, he's still going. So we'll keep watching this. So Mansell up behind Senna. I think McLaren might be trying to protect the win by holding Mansell up. There's Patrese breaking down, slowing down completely, and Prost has got badly delayed. Prost is under attack from the Lotuses. Adam Gugelmin and Nini, I think, has been delayed as well. Well, Prost is dropping down into 8th place, so that is a very, very unfortunate for alainprost. Certainly not a problem of his making. He was just unfortunate where that Williams decided to finally conk out. But now there is a real possibility for Ayrton Senna to take this victory that we thought was very, very out of reach just a little while ago. Mansell have another look at Senna. Senna runs a little bit wide there, but he's still Mansell's in a spin. What he's done, Mansell is in a spin. He's thrown it off the road. Can he recover before the Lotuses get there? And the Mansell, is he going to recover it? I think he does, but well, that's a disappointment for Nigel Mansell. It makes it a 3-way fight for the lead now. They are gradually whittling the competitors down as Mansell does indeed recover just in front of the Lotuses. The Ferrari sandwiching the Lotuses now. Senna has got to fight the rearguard action to his countryman Nelsonpiquet, who has finally, I think, found a way to run back towards the front. Oh, he's siding for Benetton, and he wants to use it. He really does want to use it. He is right in this fight, right in this battle. Senna, you can see, struggling for grip. His car is all over the place, but Piquet having a similar issue as they come in there. Senna now has the best run out of the Villeneuve, and he is now, that's not Villeneuve, is it Villeneuve? I don't know, I can't remember the name, to be honest. It's Aqua Minerali there, but yeah, Senna has the best run, and he's now having a look, putting pressure onto gerhardberger, and Hammond for a look, can't get through and has to break behind it, because the thing around McLaren have got to be careful is not to let Nelsonpiquet through into the lead. We're coming through to the last corner. gerhardberger still holding the lead. Ayrton Senna in second. This has been a fantastic race, and Piquet is in a spin. Oh, there was the final twist. Is he going to be able to get carried on before Mansell comes around? I think so, but it's gerhardberger who wins the Grand Prix. Ayrton Senna second. Nelsonpiquet, what a shame for him, 6.5 seconds off. His position unchanged, but in terms of where he's finished, that doesn't tell the entire story of the race. Nowhere near it. Welcome to Monaco for round 4 of the 1990 World Championship. This is the quarter distance of the World Championship, and we can see on the grid there Ayrton Senna taking, well, I believe it's his 3rd pole position of the season. McLaren's 4th out of 4 races. alainprost is alongside him on the front row, and jeanalesi has really impressed in his Tyrrell, getting up to 3rd. There is Ayrton Senna on pole. Let's watch as the lights come on and the drivers warm up. Senna on the left, Prost on the right, jeanalesi in behind. Away they go, and Alesi, look, he's looking keen. He's way up behind Senna, but Senna hasn't made too strong a start on that. Holds Alesi back and allows Prost there, and I think one of the Williams has gone out the outside of Alesi, so Alesi had high hopes, but he's already dropped down the 4th. There we go, Senna leading, and then you got Prost, then Patrese, and there's a gap. What's happening to Boutsen and Alesi? Oh, I don't believe it. Can't get any luck. Jeanalesi is out of the Grand Prix. Oh, riccardopatrese he's missing. What's happened? He's off. He's hit the barrier, Patrese. Oh, I don't believe it. What a way to blow a great opportunity. Patrase's been really unlucky. The couple of races he scored points, he was actually really struggling in. And the couple of races where he's gone out, he had a chance for some major points, but it just doesn't happen. Boutsen has dropped back, and he's having to fend off Berger now. And Martini now is up into the points in the Minardi. Can Minardi take something? Boutsen there again, having a look at the Ferrari as Senna. Now Boutsen has muscled his way through on the inside. Look, Thierryboutsen up in a second. Well, who expected that? I thought Senna and Prost would stay 1-2, but Williams, proving they've got a handy car, can Boutsen in the one remaining Williams challenge Ayrton Senna for their win of this Grand Prix? Is it possible? Boutsen have another look, but you're not going to find a way through there. And then Prost is in third and dropping back a little bit as Ayrton Senna comes through to cross the line to win the 1990 Monaco Grand Prix. Hello, welcome to Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix of 1990, where we are using the real grids to find how the race goes, and we shall be having a look at those real grids shortly just to see whom is where. As you can see, we're having quite a good look around the circuit and the different parts of it. It should be a good race today. Ayrton Senna will be on pole. He's had a lot of poles this year and he's going to keep that up, other than I think the opening race. Gerhardberger alongside him on the front row. There is Senna sitting on pole, Gerhardberger alongside, and alainprost just behind. What a Ferrari got in this race. What can they offer? Hopefully a lot. And we shall soon find out. Senna pulls away into the lead, cuts straight across Gerhardberger. Alainprost trying to have a look at that second McLaren. Try to go up in a second. Berger cuts him off and takes a risk almost. Runs into his teammate, takes a risk to hold on to that second place as they go into turn one. Now I think the Benettons are having a little bit of a scrap behind. Piquet gets Eden Mamini, puts some manners on his teammate. Also is very much a challenge for Senna by the looks of this, but Ayrton pulls him. Berger almost rides up the back of him, and Senna defends hard as Piquet is still having a look at Prost. Piquet, we don't know how much pace he's going to have, but we know that he is losing an absolute stack of time to those McLarens in first and second, whilst Alainprost is able to hold him back. And then as Prost, he's had a little bit of a twitch at the back there, Alainprost. Will this give Piquet a chance to have a run at him? Well, Berger having another run at Senna, and Prost is the under threat. We've got to see there's two battles going on here. There's Berger trying once again, and Piquet is getting up the inside of Prost. Is he going to pass the Ferrari? Yes, he is. nelsonpiquet through into third place. What can he do? Can he attack those McLarens and put some pressure on them, just like he did in Imola? And Senna still leading Berger. Piquet in the third. You can see the gap he's developing over Prost. Not convincingly caught McLaren yet, but we will see what happens as we go through. And Berger might have run at Senna down the straight, but Ayrton closes that off. He's really being absolutely no nonsense, Ayrton, in his defence. He really knows that it's crucial that he doesn't give Berger a run. But Senna at the moment has the track position and appears to have the full intent of keeping it. Piquet is getting a little bit closer, but there's a trail of smoke coming out of the back of the Benetton. Piquet's done all that work, it's getting the third. It might come undone. He was close. The smoke seems to have gone. So Piquet's still able to close in, is he? Let's see. No, it's back. It's back, and Piquet now clearly dropping away from those McLarens. Lacking power. Alainprost may well sense a chance to get back through. Will Piquet even finish the race? He's not got far to go. We've seen cars be able to finish with issues like this before, but they've not had far to go. The Piquet's having to defend from Prost. Berger has one final look. Doesn't come off for him, but Berger's having another look, and Senna chops him off. Piquet is still in third. Can Piquet hold on to third place? That engine is getting worse and worse. Prost is surely going to come for a look, but Senna wins the Grand Prix. Senna wins it brilliantly, and Piquet does hold on to third. Welcome to the Mexican Grand Prix of 1990. We have a different pole sitter. It's the pole sitter from the first race of the year, Gerhardberger. So he has got back on top, and his teammate Ayrton Senna is sitting behind Riccardopatrase's Williams on the grid. So things getting a little bit more tricky for Senna, but he does have a 9-point championship advantage right now. So there's Berger. He is getting ready on the grid. Berger with Patrese to his left, just slightly behind, and then Senna behind him. So Berger looking up. He will hope to get a good start. And there we go, off the line, and Patrese gets away well too. Mansell already trying to attack Senna. Well, here we go. Mansell already trying to attack Senna, but Senna now has got a run on Patrese as Mansell drops back. So Patrese will be hoping every time he gets a good grid slot, it goes wrong for him in the race. He'll be hoping that's not the case today, but Senna's already up the inside and there's a little bit of contact. And Senna working his way around. Is he going to hold on? Patrese has another look through, but Senna forces the issue and gets through, and Boutsen has passed Nigel Mansell. So Boutsen is up into 4th place. Mansell has dropped to 5th in the Ferrari. Not a great start for Mansell. Bit of a yo-yo effect right now, but Senna is going to have the look. He's lining up and they're going into the Peraltado, and Senna is having a look at Berger, and through he goes. Really straightforward. Ayrton Senna now waltzing away, and Mansell is back inside Boutsen. So Mansell up in a 4th. Can he throw in Patrese? Piquet there runs a little bit wide, and he is going to come under attack from Martini. You see Prost there in the background. Very little progress made indeed. Mansell is already coming for a go at Patrese. So Ferrari actually have pace this weekend. They haven't seemed to be that pacey for most of the season, really, have they? But Mansell looking very good here, up in the 3rd, and Prost will be ruining this because he has qualified just too far back to really make a difference. Berger had high hopes for this race, but he's already looking like he's going to lose 3 points, although Senna's pace appears to be slowing a bit. Now I wonder if he's got a little bit of an issue creeping in, because Berger is onto his tail. Mansell is right there as well. This could be an opportunity maybe for Mansell and Ferrari to get a win. That would be great for Mansell. It's not been a fantastic start of the season, only 7 points so far. Senna still trying to hold off, but Berger is there. This is the Peraltado where Senna passed Berger before. Will Berger be able to switch back, or is Mansell going to pull a move on Berger? Let's see, here comes Nigel Mansell. He's looking, but Berger flicks it down the inside, and Senna is, well, Senna's under pressure, and Berger forces his way through past his teammate. What a great move from gerhardberger, and Ayrton Senna now is the one who is defending. An engine smoke going on there. Is that Senna's car or is that Mansell's car? I don't want to tell. I think it's Senna's. I think it might. Is it Senna's? I think it's hard to tell because they're not on full throttle here. I think it is Senna's. You see a little bit of a puff coming out there, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Ayrton Senna. Senna, we saw him already drop the pace, but he's now right back on that pace. He's applying pressure to gerhardberger, but he looks to have an issue creeping in. Will Ayrton Senna be able to finish the race? Because a non-finish would be devastating. It would put him and Berger right back level on points. Mansell having a look. Mansell sniffs blood. Senna has got an issue, and Mansell really wants to take advantage and force the issue. There goes Mansell down the inside and going through, is he? Mansell going through, but they've touched, and I think Mansell's got an issue. Mansell is flicking around, he's got an issue. He's been done by Patrese. Patrese onto the podium, Boutsen and Mansell won't even score a point. He's lost so much. This is Berger wins the race. Wow, what a performance from gerhardberger. Senna holds on for 2nd in spite of his issues. Senna will hold on to 2nd, so he'll only lose 3 points to his teammates today. And Nigel Mansell fighting for the victory up to the last, and then a touch with Ayrton Senna means that Mansell drops out of the points completely with suspension damage. Hello everybody, welcome to the French Grand Prix. So this time Nigel Mansell is the guy on pole. So he gave a challenge to McLaren in Mexico. It didn't come off ultimately, but he's got another chance here to try to at least get in between those two McLarens, who have had, since their double retirement from the opening round in Phoenix, 4 1-2s in the next 5 races. And they won the race that was missing as well. Here we go then, Nigel Mansell on pole, looking forward. He's got gerhardberger to his right, Ayrton Senna behind Berger, and then alainprost. This is hopefully going to be a really good race. Let's see what happens. Mansell is away. He's away quite well, but Berger is away well too, and so is Senna. And, well, there we go. Berger having a look down the inside of Nigel Mansell as they come into turn 1. Berger's going to be determined to take that. Is he going to get it? Yes. Comfortably inside the Ferrari, and Prost gets ahead of Senna as well. There's a yellow flag further back that Prost gets ahead of Senna. So McLaren do have the lead, but for Ayrton Senna this is going to be even more difficult. And as things stand, if they were to finish like this, Berger would pull the World Championship level. Senna though is under pressure from Nannini at the moment, and are Senna's late race problems from Mexico continuing here? Senna has got a run at Prost. Will he be able to reclaim that 3rd position? He's having a look at it. We know that McLaren is still the quickest car out there, but Ferrari being competitive this weekend, that's a great thing to see. Mansell has a little look at Berger, but Gerhard would fend off comfortably, and Senna goes through on Prost. Senna into 3rd, and Prost runs out wide. Senna runs him out wide, and Patrese's going to have a go at Prost now. And Patrese is up in the 4th place. No progress on his qualifying at all, unfortunately, for Nelson Piquet. So really, off form and off colour here. Mansell having a little look at Berger, and Mansell's trying to take it, but Berger pulls back into the lead, and Mansell has to get back online quickly to make sure that he can stay ahead of Ayrton Senna. But this is fast becoming pretty much a 5 or 6 way fight for the victory, isn't it? Because Patrese and Prost have closed in as those three at the front continue to squabble. Now Senna's got another run at Mansell, and Patrese runs wide, and Prost is going to get through, is he? No, Patrese holds on. Patrese holds on. He is still in position there. So Senna still trying to get a run on Nigel Mansell as Berger comes down, and there you can see the life of Bruno Giacomelli coming out of the pits, and Berger's into him! I don't believe it! Berger stuffs it into the life of Giacomelli, who is now holding up Ayrton Senna, and we'll have a look back to see Berger's wrecked car. That hasn't happened, but Giacomelli is defining everything. Prost has hit him as well. Oh my word, what is going on here in France in the final lap? But it's given Nigel Mansell the lead. Gerhardberger out. What a massive play to Berger's title hopes. But it's given Nigel Mansell the lead and the chance to take his first, not just his first victory, his first podium of the season. What a change, one ending. Senna trying to close in on Mansell, but Mansell is comfortable now. And surely this will be it. This will be the first win for Ferrari since Phoenix. First win for Nigel Mansell this season. There we go. Nigel Mansell wins the French Grand Prix. Ayrton Senna finishes in second place. Welcome, folks, to the British Grand Prix. Nigel Mansell has a massive confidence boost following his victory in France, and he is on pole again. Ayrton Senna is the challenger this time, and then Gerhardberger starts in third. So Mansell there looking for the lights to go out. Senna also waiting for it. Whichever one gets the drop will get into turn one first. Whichever one gets the drop quickest. Mansell is away well, but Senna is away like a rocket. And Mansell is already going down. There's the pile up in the back of the field. You see Minardi, there's a leytonhouse in there, there's a Dallara. Quite a few of them are going to be out of the race already. Mansell moves the block Senna and holds on to the lead. Prost has dropped back, and Mansell is not dropping back. So Prost trying to make his own race in fourth, I think, just waiting to see what happens up ahead. He's got ahead of which Williams was it who out-qualified in Boutsen, I think. He's got ahead of Boutsen. Senna running wide, and Berger is having a look, and Berger is through pretty easily on Ayrton Senna there. Well, that's unfortunate for the Brazilian. Makes a mistake, and Berger is through, although Senna's got 12 points over Berger, so dropping 2 points behind him isn't the world's biggest loss. Mansell continuing to lead through. It's a separate incident because remember they piled up before they even crossed the line to start the race. So, well, there's Berger having a look at Mansell. Looked quite clear, but Mansell had taken a wider line and got the acceleration much earlier than Gerhardberger, who's now got to think about Ayrton Senna again. Is Senna going to pass Berger where Berger passed him last time? He's certainly going to have a look. Well, I think Berger didn't quite pass him there, did he? Berger, I think Senna made a mistake, I think a little bit off this corner, and then Berger took the run, a clear straight run with momentum. But Senna is trying to do the same again, but he's going to have to force Berger into losing this momentum, and Berger does not look interesting in losing his momentum at the minute, does he? 3 laps of this race, and Mansell is now coming up to have done 2 of them. He is 1 lap away from winning the British Grand Prix, from taking 2 victories in a row after a difficult start of the season. Mansell would absolutely love this if he can win at home. We didn't think it was going to be possible even when he took pole, because those McLarens so quick. We thought Mansell just had a superhuman moment. Well, he's having a superhuman moment in the race for sure. He's still leading it, and it doesn't look like, well, Berger's trying everything, and then again he gets tight. Well, Mansell once again, as he did before, gets the superior run and acceleration, and Berger then drops quite far behind, and Senna's now got Prost to worry about. Prost is going to try a late bid for the podium. Realise that sitting back in this race isn't working. That Prost, and look at behind, there is a LaRousse having a go at Patrese, Boutsen, I think that's Suzuki, and Boutsen makes a mistake and slides around. Is Suzuki going to get it? He has! Wow! Did not expect to see a LaRousse pass the Williams, but this is what we've got in this Grand Prix at the moment. The McLarens are scrapping and they're hurting their chances of fighting for the win, and Prost is up behind. It seems as the race goes on, the Ferraris just get quicker and quicker, and Prost is going to have a look at Senna, but he slides wide. Is he going to retain position before the Williams comes? I think he is. Wow, there's certainly a couple of had to go and haven't really managed to make it work, but here comes Nigel Mansell to win the British Grand Prix and claim that home victory that he's so desired. What a performance from Mansell. Berger does the job he can do and gets Senna and claims a couple of points back on him after his disaster, and that's and off in the background. That's after the flag. Welcome to Hockenheim for the 1990 German Grand Prix. Now, it has rained. We believe it's going to clear up. But for the meantime, the track is wet and everyone's going out on wet tyres. So whether this will lead to some changes throughout the race tyre-wise, we shall have to see. Will it shuffle the order? We're not too sure right now. Or will it be a case of they all have to stay on those wets for the remainder of the race? It's a short race here, only 2 laps. Ayrton Senna on pole position. McLaren back to the front after a couple of races where Ferrari were clearly stronger. Senna on pole ahead of his teammate gerhardberger has a 10-point lead over him in the World Championship at the moment. There we go then. Senna is waiting for the lights to go out. He'll be determined to return to the winner's circle today. It's been a few races for him. Senna away, but Berger's away much better. Senna away very poorly, and that's holding Prost up as Berger tries to go right outside. Will Senna be able to hold on, or is he gonna hold up his teammate? I think he does. Yes, Senna stays ahead of gerhardberger. Then Prost stays ahead of Mansell as well. So they're as they were from the grid as they go down the first straight towards the chicane. Berger is once again. Berger seems to have quite a good bit of race pace versus Ayrton Senna this year, and Berger once again is offering a challenge, and he's going to have a look at Senna. Senna will pull over, and Berger so close to losing his front wing, although he doesn't, which is an absolute blessing as he can stay in the race. He's already lost points to Ayrton Senna due to an incident in recent races. He does not want that to be the case again, and we think Patrase's lost a gear. Patrase is struggling there, slowing it down, but we switch back to the McLarens. They are having a battle down as they go into the chicane, and Berger running out wide. Is that going to put him under pressure? I don't think so. I think Ferrari, at the moment, they don't appear to have much pace, Ferrari. They're happy sitting in third and fourth, but that's all they've got this weekend. It's a shame for Ferrari after recent impressive performances. Now we come up. Is anyone going to go into the pits? Well, let's see. That was either of the McLarens. Yes, Senna. Senna is going in. Now, this, we know, this from previous races, and Prost is in as well. We know this to be a tactical error without such short races, but the AI does not have that much artificial intelligence. It's to know that it's not a long race. So, well, Berger leads. So Berger now was looking very, very good for the victory. Nigelmansell in second. We know Ferrari have not been that quick, but all Mansell's got to do to hold on. And he will then pass his teammate Prost. Nannini. Suzuki up in the fourth. He's had a good race in Silverstone, and now he's in fourth place. But there's such a gap that Senna emerges still in fifth place. So Senna will at least claim a couple of points, and Prost, will he hold on ahead of jeanalesi? Yes, he does. Berger is being caught by Nigel Mansell. Look, Mansell has just gone into absolute Il Leone mode now that he knows there is nobody standing between him and having to go at the race victory, but surely it is getting too late. Those guys are all still on wet, but the gap for Senna and Prost to make up is just surely too much. So we're near the end of the race. Berger there. Mansell now really closing up. He will definitely be wishing for another lap, but he's not going to get it. gerhardberger is going to close the gap at the top of the World Championship massively to Ayrton Senna with a win. Mansell will pass his teammate. Berger wins the race. Mansell in second place. Welcome to Hungary for round 10 of the Real Grid's 1990 Formula 1 Championship. And here we see a potential change in form. A real chance for Williams to get a win away from the McLaren Ferrari monopoly of victory this season, with thierryboutsen is on pole and riccardopatrese is second on the grid. But of course it is raining and it's going to be very wet. It's supposed to say wet for the race, but will that protect us from some of the stupid strategic decisions we always see on this game when it's wet? Well, we'll find out. So here we go then. Boutsen on pole, Patrese alongside, then two McLarens, then Mansell, then Alesi. We're all getting ready to go here in Hungary, and they're away now. And Boutsen off the line. Initially looked a bit slow, but he's got away fine. Patrese away well. It was Senna, I think, who made a bit of a sluggish start overall, although he still looks like he's holding fourth as they come down into turn one. Nannini already fighting to find his way past jeanalesi, and that move has been completed. So Alesi knocks down to seventh already. It's looking very, very good for Williams as we go towards the end of the second lap and towards the 2/3 distance. And we're hearing that some people are already in the pit lane. So what's going to happen here? What's going to happen? Boutsen is going to go off into the pits, and so is Berger. Well, Berger's gained from a stupid decision from Senna and Hockenheim, and now it looks like he's going to be a loser. Why would you do that? Again, the AI in this thing. And there's that. That's in the pit lane. That's Boutsen. Is that Boutsen or was that Patrese? There's Patrese slowed down on the straight. One of the Williams definitely slowed down with a major issue. And I can't tell if it's... I think it must have been Patrese. I think we're going to see... No, it's not. Patrese is still there. So it must have been Boutsen. Slowed down. And the McLaren came straight past him. So clearly an issue going on there. But Patrese is still in the lead. So it must have been Boutsen with the problem. We did see him pull into his pits though. So maybe it's just the start of an issue for Thierryboutsen. Well, that will cut him out of any hope to win the race, even if the strategic gamble did work out. But the track is looking a lot drier now. Very much riccardopatrese versus Ayrton Senna for the victory. And Senna will be looking. Prost is there in the background. Prost has made a good strategic decision this time, and he is up in third place. So, but he's not looking much like catching up to those two. Prost has only had, I think, one podium since he won in Phoenix in the opening race. So a second podium would be very welcome to Alain Prost, even if it is lucked into through poor strategic decisions by some of his rivals. But look, Patrese still there. Senna running out of time. He's got to have a look, and he's got to have a look now, because it doesn't really look like the McLaren has got the confidence and grip to attack Williams since Berger tried on Patrese in the first lap. They've not looked to have that confidence. And now riccardopatrese comes around the last corner, and it is surely going to be a Williams-Renault victory in Hungary. What a great performance. Senna trying to get some grip, but he's not close enough to attack Patrese. And Patrese wins, gets his and Williams' first victory of the season. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix of 1990. As you can see, McLaren are back at the front, so Williams' performance in Hungary must just have been very track specific. Ayrton Senna on pole, gerhardberger alongside. There's 8 points between them in the World Championship at the moment. What is going to be the outcome today? Can Senna pull it above a wins gap again, or will Berger close it in? Will it be a McLaren walkover? Will Ferrari get in it? Are we back to the days of the early season of McLaren 1-2s? We will find all this out very shortly, and we wait for the lights to go out. They go out now, and Senna away well. There's Berger, and there's Prost. Prost has made a strong start, and he's up already alongside Senna and bumps into him. And thankfully the game for Prost, the game mechanics don't pick up that he should have a broken front wing from that, and Prost is away in the lead, but Senna is coming back at him. Well, we've been waiting for this. We haven't seen a Prost versus Senna battle realistically for the lead all season, but now it's coming, and Prost has not had a great season. If he can win this race today, it would be his first win since the opening race in Phoenix, and Prost would love to absolutely win this race. And Senna, at the moment, he's trying to attack Prost, but he's got his hands full from his teammate and title rival Berger as well. That Prost is controlling the pace. He's in the lead, and he will be lowering this. It's been too infrequent for Alain Prost this season. I don't think he's led many races, if any at all, apart from Phoenix. But he's out. Senna forces his way through. That is a robust move, and maybe Prost just didn't have the pace then. But he's still trying to get back ahead of Senna before Berger passes him. He still maybe can get the slipstream and have a go. But Berger there is up the inside, and it seems to me like the Ferrari, for all the pace he had at the start of the race, maybe just in this section of the track, the Ferrari doesn't have that much pace. But Mansell is now up behind Prost as well. Berger trying to position himself to get a run at Senna. I don't think that's going to happen yet. Senna seems to know all the lines, all the grounds to cover around here at Spa, and Berger makes a little mistake, runs wide, and that gives Prost the chance to have a run. How deep is Prost prepared to go? He's going to have a look. He doesn't quite make it happen, and Berger holds on ahead of Alain Prost, and he will now be looking for a move. Look how close this is. McLaren versus Ferrari, and that Williams, I'm not sure if it's Patrese or Boutsen, but that Williams is still in the battle. The other one's back. Prost going for another look at Berger, and again tonks himself into the barrier. Now, how is that actually going to work out? Well, it's given Mansell a chance to have a run at Prost, and here comes Nigelmansell through in the third place. He had that little run of form, didn't he? But Hungary wasn't a particularly great race for Nigel, and he will be happy if he can get back on form and get a podium, especially out of his teammate. Mansell does appear to have been, when the Ferrari's performing well, Mansell does appear to be the guy who gets the most out of it, more so than Prost, who was dropped from the lead down to fourth place. Meanwhile, talking about that lead, Berger is having a look at Senna again, and once again at the moment Senna pulls across, and is that a swap between the Ferraris again? It is. Prost performing a brave dive down the inside of Nigelmansell to try to get that position back, and he's done very well there. Mansell will not be particularly happy about that, but he's going to have to come back, and it might Berger is coming at Senna now, and Senna, can he defend this one? Because Berger's got a good run up the inside, and Berger goes through, and Prost is once again having a look at Ayrton Senna. So, well, and that's Mansell is off. Mansell is out. I think he's got a problem. Nigelmansell out of the Grand Prix. Senna needs to keep this position. He's 8 points ahead if they finish as they are, and Berger is getting quite the lead now. The gap in the championship would close down to 5 points. Senna does not want it to close down to 3. He has got to do everything in his power to hold off that hungry Ferrari of Alainprost, and he will continue to do it. But Senna definitely either struggling with the problem or just the battle with Prost is making him lose the ground to his teammate. The win is basically gone unless Berger has a problem. Prost is going to try to do what he tried to do to Berger last time. Prost is coming for it. He goes round the outside, and Prost's edging ahead, is he? Senna will just about crowd Prost out there and hold on to second place. But we'll look ahead, because here comes gerhardberger, and gerhardberger wins the Belgian Grand Prix. Welcome to Monza, the home of Ferrari, and it is absolutely sopping wet here. I don't think there's any risk of strategy errors today, because nobody's going to be going in for dry tyres in this race, surely. It is that wet, although we said that in another race, and they did. The track started to dry up unexpectedly, and yes, they did. Well, now here, I don't think that's going to be the case. So anyway, we see Ayrton Senna starting on pole. Once again, he's got Prost in between him and gerhardberger this time, so that gives Senna some hope. He might be able to extend that 5-point championship lead. Senna sitting on pole position, he's got Prost alongside, then Berger and Mansell behind them, and then it's the Lacey and the Williams. So here we go, the lights are out, and Senna gets away well, and he's going to be looking to defend, but Prost, for the second race in a row, has made the best start of anybody, and he streaks straight into the lead. Prost into the lead. This was not on the race plan for Ayrton Senna, but he's going to have to react to it now. And wow, we're looking through, because I think there's been a pile-up in the back. I'm going to try to see what's happened. Look at those two Ligiers in that wall bit, and it's been a bizarre pile-up. We didn't see what happened, but a few were out, and yeah, bit of a crazy, chaotic situation. And here's Prost leading Senna. And where's Berger? Berger is missing. I think he's had an issue. We're not sure what, but gerhardberger is out of the race. This is a free go for Ayrton Senna at extending the World Championship lead, and he is going to put absolutely everything into it that he possibly can. There's no doubt about it. Senna coming for a move, having a look, and Prost is able to cover that one for now. He's just placing his Ferrari in all the right positions for now. You've got to remember, this is a lot of stake for Prost and Ferrari today. It'll be Prost's first win. That's a Williams, back to Boutsen. He's got an issue. That's an instant retirement, and everybody has got to try to make their way around that Williams, and it's broken down. So, well, we see even more. This is Prost, Senna, Mansell. They're all pushing for it. All have got plenty of wins this season, but Senna not for a while, and Prost not for a while either. So it's been mainly, I think, Mansell and Berger who have been winning the recent Grand Prix, but Patrese got one, of course, in Hungary. So, but Senna now is coming for it. He is absolutely determined to maximise his opportunity and get 14 points out of gerhardberger. He is going to come and have a look at Alainprost now as they go down to turn one. Senna alongside, having a look, and he spun up front. Senna has spun, and he's dropped down. So is he going to get going again? Yes, he can. Fourth place. Senna has dropped to. He's behind Patrase's Williams. Still ahead of those Benettons, thankfully, for Senna, but now he has got all of that overtaking thing to do again, but he's got to do it behind the Williams. And now Senna was looking at 6 points. He's now only looking at 3 points, but Ferrari, a home ground in front of the Tifosi, are looking at a potential 1-2. I believe 4 races to go off this one. Senna will come down and have a look. He's not got much time left. He doesn't want to spin off the Patrese again and lose the points position altogether, though, and I think that was uppermost in his mind there, because Senna, a driver who always is absolutely imperious in wet conditions, has fallen foul of them today. Tried to pass Alainprost, lost traction, went off. He is down in 4th place. He's still getting some points, so it's not as bad as it could have been. Well, he's run a bit deep there compared to Patrese, but Senna will get his lead up to 8 points, but it's not the biggest taking advantage of situation as it could have been. But for Ferrari, what a red letter day. Just like in 1988, Ferrari take the 1-2 on home ground. Alainprost getting his first victory since Phoenix in the opening race of the season. Hello, welcome to Estoril for the Portuguese Grand Prix of 1990. We have 4 races left in this World Championship. Ayrton Senna is 8 points ahead of gerhardberger, but the fact is that it is Ferrari who monopolised the front row today, following on from their 1-2 in Monza. They'll be hoping to get another 1-2. It's nigelmansell who is at the front of this Ferrari 1-2 ahead of alainprost. And then it's Ayrton Senna in 3rd and gerhardberger in 4th. There's nigelmansell on pole. We get ready for the start. There is excitement building here. Mansell on the left, Prost on the right, then Senna, then Berger. Let's see what can happen as they get off the line, and Mansell is away first. And it looks very, very busy in the back again, but Mansell away first, then but Prost. Prost has been the best starter for the last few races, and again he's having a look, but this time Mansell holds him back. Prost stays in 2nd. Senna having a little look at alainprost. That is where the threat will come from McLaren today. Senna will be keen to put one over on Prost, but of course his World Championship battle this season isn't with Prost. He can't afford to try to flex his ego against Prost and lose points to Berger. Now there is, you can see just a little dusting of rain on the track surface. Will this affect things? Will anybody pit for wet tyres, or we'll have to wait and see? I'd imagine it's going to have to get a bit worse first, but there we go. Mansell still leading Prost, Senna in 3rd and Berger in 4th. And there's a Williams missing. There's both Williams missing. What's happened? Well, one is still running there. I think the other one has gone out. Was that? I think that was Boutsen. Like you said, it's Boutsen. Boutsen is out of the race. So that's, well, Williams. That is, Mansell in a bit of a slide around there as the wet weather starts to kick in now. Is anybody going to pit? We'll have to see. We're going to keep an eye on this. Mansell's got Prost and Senna both coming at him. Berger's lost a bit of ground there. Maybe a bit of a mistake in the wet conditions. Nobody pitting, so either they're saving it up or they do not expect this rain to last, as we said at the start. There's Patrese pitting. Well, he's got nothing to lose already, has he? So he's going to try to roll the dice, we think, and he'll keep trying it. You'll see a dry line developing already. So clearly, that rain did not last very long, and those who stayed on slicks, which is the majority of them, made the right decision. Interestingly, we're hearing riccardopatrese didn't actually pit for wet tyres. Riccardopatrese, I think, had some sort of gearbox issue, and he never made it out of the pit. So that is both Williams out of the Grand Prix. Well, that has been the Achilles heel of that Williams this year, hasn't it? You know, they've impressed at times, but they've had a lot of reliability issues, especially recently with Boutsen. But today they strike riccardopatrese as well, and Williams are totally out of it. That leaves the path clear for Benetton to try to get both cars into the points. Prost, we've seen, has taken a very wide line there as he tries. Is he trying to get on terms with Mansell, or is he trying to defend from Senna actually? But Berger is coming as well. This is a key championship moment for Ayrton Senna. It's a 2-point swing if he beats Prost to finish behind Berger. That's quite a significant swing with how little time we've got left in the season. But Mansell still holds. They're still in their grid order though, aren't they? Mansell still holds the lead from alainprost. Prost there in 2nd place, running out of time because we're coming round to the last corner now. Senna in 3rd, Berger in 4th, and Prost again taking his wide line. But Senna as well, that Senna was trying to take. Senna might still take advantage of it. He's got a big chance here. Is Prost going to lose 2nd place right on the line? I think he's got enough of it, pick up of speed to keep it. Nigelmansell, he wins the Grand Prix. I think it's the 3rd, is it a 3rd win of the season for Nigelmansell? That's not bad at all. Alainprost in 2nd place, Senna 3rd and runs off at the end. Hello everybody, welcome to Jerez, and we appear to be watching the Wall Grand Prix at the moment. This is how the movie scenes for this circuit starts, so enjoy the Wall Grand Prix, enjoy a little bit of Renault and Marlboro and Foster's there. So we are at a crucial point in the World Championship now, potentially. Senna is 9 points ahead of gerhardberger, and as you can see, Berger is nowhere near Senna on the grid. So Senna with a massive opportunity today to really extend that title lead and virtually put it beyond Berger's reach. So here we go then, Senna lining up on the front row. What a lovely view as opposed to the Wall Grand Prix we watched before the race, but what a lovely view now. We can see all the cars. They look great. And there we go, Senna off the line. Prost again is away quickly as Ferrari tends to do this year, but Senna has got a bit of an extra push there, and he is now into the lead, and Berger already passing jeanalesi just as we predicted. So Berger up in the 4th place. and having a look at Nigel Mansell already. But Prost is trying to apply pressure to Senna, and Berger is inside Mansell, is he? Yes, so Berger already, or Mansell's fighting back. Let's see what happens. Berger, is he going to do it? Yes, he does. So Berger is already up in the 3rd place. And Lacey has dropped out of the points now. That's a shame, but those two Williams, both quicker. And Prost having a little look at Senna, runs a little bit wide, and Berger has got an opportunity to get up the inside. Is Prost going to hold this off? I think he is, yes. Prost holds off, and he still is able to have a look at Ayrton Senna. It's fluctuating a bit, isn't it? Sometimes that McLaren looks quick and Senna gets away, and sometimes Prost pulls it back in. But it is going to be good. We know Senna isn't afraid to put Prost out on the marbles and mess up Alain's race a bit. So, well, there goes Prost again. He's running a little bit wide. I think that's more Prost pushing so hard than Senna doing anything particular. Oh, that's the Williams spring into the pit lane. What's happened there? That's Boutsen, I think. What on earth's happened? Prost is determined to try to get this victory today. He had a victory in Monza, I believe, and we would like to keep it going. Prost run wide again, and this time that's a bit wider, and Berger is straight through, straight inside. So Berger was looking at a potentially disastrous situation for his World Championship. Now he is within the car. Oh, that's a Lacey. What's happened there? A Lacey, I don't know if he's been run into. He seems to still be running. Don't know if he's got an issue or not, but a Lacey now. Any remaining hopes of points has gone, and Berger very much up in 2nd place, and this is great damage limitation. He'd only be 12 points behind Ayrton. That's if he doesn't beat him. He's having a look. He's having a look for the move, Berger. He can see an opportunity to actually finish ahead of his teammate, and he really wants to take it. But hey, stop it! Wow, what's happened? Berger has got an issue. Berger is out of the race. Wow! Do I need to say this has a massive impact, because Senna is now miles clear in the lead. There's 1 lap to go. Remember what we said, there was only one situation in which the World Championship can be wrapped up. So that's Prost! Prost has got the same thing happen, I think. Breaks down in exactly the same way as Berger, and Prost now holds them up. So Mansell is up to 2nd, but he is under pressure from Patrese. The two Benettons are up in 4th and 5th, and there is now a Ligier in 6th place. Well, what a dramatic turnaround. We thought it was going to be more McLaren, Ferrari. Well, suddenly it is not that. Yes, it's still Senna in 1st and Mansell in 2nd, but their teammates have gone out. So what we were saying, there's only one situation in which the World Championship could be wrapped up today, and that was if Ayrton Senna was to win the race, with Gerhardberger not finishing. And now it is as simple as, if Senna doesn't have a mechanical issue, there's no way Mansell is catching him. That's for sure. Mansell has got his own problems. He's under pressure from Patrese. Really doesn't look to have a lot of pace. Got some sort of issue in that Ferrari maybe, or maybe Mansell's just not having the best of days driving wise. But it is what it is. And Ayrton Senna is comfortable out in the lead. He is about to become a double world champion, and he will absolutely soak this up and adore it, because this is exactly what he's been hoping for since last season, when he had that incident with Prost in Suzuka that finally waved goodbye to any hope of him winning the 1989 World Championship. But 1990 is very much the vengeance of Senna, and what a performance it's been. And Ayrton Senna, with 2 races to go, becomes the world champion of 1990, and Patrese has slipped through, and Nigel Mansell. Patrese has stolen 2nd from the Ferrari at the flag. Hello everybody, welcome to Japan, Suzuka, the Japanese Grand Prix. The World Championship was decided in Spain, but there is still a lot to sort out. Who is going to finish 2nd in the World Championship as one example. Who's going to finish 5th as well. Patrese is currently battling against Nelsonpiquet for that, and then is 7th place. So a few things in the Drivers' Championship to sort out. Well, Ayrton Senna is on pole here, and Alainprost alongside him on the front row, and then it's Nigel Mansell, and then Gerhardberger in 4th. Well, here we go. Here goes the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. This should be a great race. No World Championship to fight over now, but will still be a cracking Grand Prix, I'm sure of that. And Senna away well. Prost there, and that's the Ligier in the background, has been bumped on the grid, and Prost is having a look at Senna, and through goes Prost once again, the master starter in the 2nd half of this season. Alain Prost has been fantastic, but has Berger got a problem? Look, he's so slow out of there. He's managing to hold Patrese and Piquet back, but Berger potentially with an issue, another issue, because look how much ground he has lost, or at least he made a mistake out of there. Senna has got his confidence back now, and he is up behind Alainprost and having a look, because this is very much about pride between Ayrton Senna and Alainprost, last year's two World Championship rivals. And let's be honest, there is every possibility of a collision between them at that chicane again. Well, but you know, this is not for the championship this time, and Senna is not going to risk that happening. He goes through in a robust way and makes sure that Prost doesn't have a run back at him, and Prost now is under pressure from his teammate Nigel Mansell, and Senna now is in the part of the track when the McLaren is slow, and Prost is coming up behind him, and Mansell is right there as well. Senna has got to weather this part of the storm out in order to win the Japanese Grand Prix, because Alainprost is looking very, very racy behind him, and Nigel Mansell wasn't looking shy either, but Mansell's got a problem. Mansell is out. He's slowed down. Mansell is going to be out of the Grand Prix. You think about that long period from Canada all the way through to Jerez, where Ayrton Senna could not buy a win for love or money. He might still lose this one, but he's looking more and more solid. He got that win in Jerez, and now it may well be 2 in a row for Ayrton Senna towards the end of this 1990 season. Prost having one final look. Can Senna hold him off? He does, and this is surely Senna making sure that Prost can't get the momentum under acceleration. Senna comes out of the final corner, moves towards the checkered flag, and Ayrton Senna is going to cross the line to win the Japanese Grand Prix. What a great race. Great performance from Ayrton Senna. Prost in second. Gerhardberger closes out the podium in third place. Hello there. Welcome to the Prix Grand Prix of Australia for the final round of the 1990 Formula One Real Grids Championship. We are really looking forward to this one. It was a good race in Japan, and there's no reason why it shouldn't be more of the same here. Although the two McLarens are 1-2 on the grid, and there is a bit of a fear, I think, that they could just walk off into the distance. But with how the races have been in the second half of this season, there is good reason to believe that there will be a battle, at least between those two McLarens. But I think Ferrari are going to be looking to get involved. Nigel Mansell's had a bit of a struggle in the last couple of races, hasn't he? Not really been bringing home the results. Prost as well. He will be looking to make his customary good start from fourth on the grid. And there we go then. Senna on pole, Berger alongside, and then the two Ferraris behind. Who is going to win this final Grand Prix of 1990? Senna away well, Berger away well, but look at Mansell looking for a route through the middle. It doesn't quite happen. Senna is going to lead into turn one. I think Berger's trying to have a look, but well, Berger's got high top on, I don't know what I'm saying there. Berger has got up on Mansell's wheel and rides around, and Berger I think is going to be out of the race. Nigel Mansell is up into, or would have been into second place, but he's dropped behind Prost because of that incident. Don't think there's any damage to the Ferrari, but what a development already. Berger off at turn one. In recent races, Gerhard's luck has not been in, and I think he's lucky he's out of the championship, because this would have been a really poor end to it if he was still fighting for it. And Senna neat and tidy. Prost and Mansell definitely not. And Piquet, that's an issue for Nelsonpiquet. Second race in a row, both Benettons out fairly early. What a shame for Benetton. They were hoping to end the season with a flourish after a promising double points performance in Spain. It has not gone that way, and what a shame. I think Gerhardberger did continue after the first corner, but he is way down the field, so not much hope of him doing anything major for McLaren today. Prost there running a little bit wide. Mansell might have a chance here. He's having a little look. Is he going to get inside him? No, but he's trying. Little Mansell is going to be very muscular. This is his last race for Ferrari. He hasn't got to worry if he tries for it and takes his teammate out. But through Mansell goes, and in the end, Prost doesn't fight it that much, because what can he do? Mansell's got the speed, he's got the momentum, and if Ferrari want to beat Ayrton Senna, they've just got to go with what works. And at the moment, it's Mansell that's working. Senna still leads from Mansell at the moment, and Prost is still in third. Is that order likely to change? Well, Mansell getting a bit tight to the barrier. Is it going to give Prost a chance to have a go? No, because Mansell ruthlessly covers the line and makes sure that Prost is right on the outside and having a run off. And Mansell actually is going to have a little look at Senna here. This is where he passed Prost last time round. Hasn't quite done it, but Mansell is going to keep the boot in. He's going to go down to the hairpin and try to have a look at Ayrton Senna. He's got the best run he's had all race. Can Ferrari take this win? Can Nigel Mansell take a win on his final performance for Ferrari. He's really going to be determined to do it, and Mansell muscles his way down the inside, but Ayrton Senna is staying level with him. They're wheel to wheel, and Mansell has just got the edge, but Senna's on the inside. Mansell closes it out, and Senna has to back out of it, and now he's got to worry about Prost, hasn't he? Boutsen is having a job with Alesi's Tyrrell here. We haven't seen this sort of race pace from Tyrrell all season, but suddenly it's there, and then Alesi is applying all sorts of pressure to the Williams. Well, this is a great little battle, and already enjoyed it. Mansell has now got his hands full trying to hold off Ayrton Senna. Senna is back in the race, but so too is Prost. Prost is there as well. He, I think now, has decided it's time to go for it. Senna tries to get a run up the inside of Mansell. Not happening yet, but he's alongside, and we know how this manoeuvre ended for Nigel Mansell last time. It ended with the lead. Senna's a bit further back at the moment, but it's Ayrton Senna. If he goes for it, surely he can make that move stick. Nigel Mansell will be determined, but how determined can he be when you've got the Brazilian world champion alongside you? Not that determined. Senna is back into the lead, and he's really rocketed away from Mansell. This is a great finish to the race from Ayrton Senna. We thought Mansell was the guy who looked like he had the irresistible force, but Senna has fought his way back. He really has fought back, and what a way to end the season, having been on that long barren spell with no victories and relying on consistency. Ayrton Senna ends the season with 3 victories in a row and wins the Australian Grand Prix.